All right, so all we can say is it's Sports Zone. We're live. We are happy. At least that's the tune we played, and we believe you're happy at home as well. Let's just get the happiness to spread. Femi Faraway, how happy are you feeling this morning?
I'm okay. I'm all right. It's a good day.
It's a good day.
Oh, it's a good day. It's a very good day. I was surprised by what I saw yesterday in terms of sports, football-wise. Barcelona are not just. They're not a team. They're not a team. Every time they meet a top team this season, there's this mental. I don't understand the mental block. They have considered. What is wrong with you, Kyle Day? Kilo Day. Look at you. Look at what you are doing, Kyle Day. Don't pit outside and come back inside this place. Anyway, Kyle Day has stepped out really. So maybe we should just go through the normal introductions on a Thursday morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. An absolute pleasure to be here. At least Howard had the grace to take his call outside, eh? That's good manners.
It wasn't a call. It was just this ad that just popped up on my phone.
Well, at least took it outside. Yeah, whatever. But I think your phone should be on silent anyway. Anyway, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. For me this morning, I have a bit of a rant or a reflection, and then I have a lot of commendation as well. I was thinking about what we were talking about in the studio yesterday about racism and all that. And so our listeners were pushing back and we should learn to deal with it and everything. And you know what I say to you guys that say you should learn to deal with? I say probably you've never lived abroad. I say it's about exposure. I say if you live abroad and you face it every day, then you find that it's so distant. Yes, you have to deal with problems. If you work in a racist environment, it's not that you go around complaining, but it doesn't make you right. And I got further infuriated when I monitored the report of Sky Sports News this morning that Lukaku's second yellow card was not for gesticulating wildly in front of Juve's filthy racist fans, at least the Juve ultras. It was just, he put his finger to his lips, that like, shut up.
Where?
That's what he did.
Where?
Where in Juve? That's
where,
what
in front of
them. Told them. What's that? And he got a yellow card for that.
Have gone to the.
No. He told them to shut up. They were abusing him. You know what? I just disagree. As I said, this is my opinion. If other people, it's from. There's another thing I monitored about a Newcastle Falcons player. Is rugby. One of his teams
I think there's a story in the news hound for that.
So, we'll go there. So, and then secondly, I'm sure we'll go to that as well. Huge commendations. I mean, we give them brickbats if they don't do well, the football authorities, but we must give them kudos and give credit to worker. IMC coming down like a ton of bricks on Remo Stars. They said they were going to investigate that. What was previously an allegation has proved to be true. Yes, the referees were threatened. Yes, the GM of Remo Stars has been banned or suspended for whatever. And yes, Remo Stars has been docked 3 points and 3 goals. And I think that's excellent. I love Remo Stars to bits. I think they're one of the best clubs in the MPFL. Very well run. I happen to know the proprietor of the club and all that. But no matter whose axe is God, the laws have to be the laws have to be followed. And I think the IMC is doing a great job. And I hope they do extend their tenure. And this is Mr. Montosho that I've been moaning and groaning about. Coalition Army being on the IMC, in spite of the fact that the IMC, his club has been punished ruthlessly, deducted 3 points and 3 goals, and this might even cost them at the playoff, a Super 6 place at the end of the day.
All right, so Charles, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm good. Good morning to everybody. Lots to share this Thursday morning. Big surprise for me was the interim appointment of Frank Lampard as interim manager at Chelsea. I didn't think he would take up that sort of responsibility. In my opinion, I think it's disrespectful, to be honest. To Lampard, to Lampard, to ask a club legend, of that status to just manage for 10 match days, and then just stand in the gap while we await the so-called proverbial messiah to come to Chelsea Football Club. I didn't think that he would stoop so low. From what we hear as well, he's going to be bringing in the likes of Ashley Cole to also be part and parcel of his backroom staff at Chelsea. It's comical. Yeah, I know it is. It is comical. It is comical. I don't know whether Todd Bowley seems like he's taken Chelsea back God knows how many years.
That I agree with you.
I don't know what's going on.
why you state it from the point of Lampard, I think it's madness that Chelsea are even looking at Lampard. It's crazy.
You know the funny thing, Carl, you be this studio yesterday.
Crazy.
When I said Lampard to Chelsea,
It was like
some people sniggered. It's like the eagle was
like
talking, but when the eagle talks, you understand things happen. And for me, I think it's not a bad idea. I don't think so. I said it yesterday. I don't think it's a bad idea. He's a club legend. He knows the youth. He doesn't. I would say he knows most of the players because Chelsea has an unwieldy squad of 35 players. But as a short-term, what
short-term to what?
No, short-term, the thing is, Femi, the bottom line, Nagelsmann is not going to take the job.
I agree.
There's no manager worth his salt in world football. The kind of manager
so
that.
So what is Lampard coming to
Lampard there is interim.
To do what?
To
Chelsea cannot go lower. They cannot be relegated.
Exactly.
Chelsea are not going to win the Champions League. So leave Bruno there. Leave Bruno to the end of the season.
Let them bring in a club legend just to stabilize things.
Probably that can inspire them too.
God bless you. With Ashley Cole. That's where I see it. Let's just see. Let's not poo-poo it yet.
You criticize.
Please don't mention Ole. Please, I beg you in the name of Jesus. Because that was 3 years, and this Lampard will go. Even if he wins, but a classic example, if you want to do what
they're
about
helping Lampard's CV.
Who won?
Chelsea is helping Lampard's CV. That's what Chelsea do.
Then it's okay.
Lampard is not helping Chelsea's scores.
No, I don't. First things first, you cannot say because it has not happened. You cannot say that the food is not sweet before.
What if he wins the next 10 matches?
Exactly.
And what does it mean?
What does he
only win matches? Didn't this
Ole is don't know because Ole can never see job in football again, not a cause.
But Lampard is still seeing job after with all the failure.
Lampard is
last 2 jobs. He was
I think it was a trifle unfortunate at Chelsea in the first place to lose his job because remember in his first season in Chelsea with the transfer ban, he still finished top 4.
Did he win anything?
But he finished top 4. He finished top 4 with the transfer ban. Where is Chelsea now? Have they won anything this season?
This same situation, you criticized Ole for finishing in the top 4. Every season,
Ole spent money buying the likes of
Lampard spent money.
He spent no money in that season that he finished top 4.
He spent money.
When he now spent, that's why he got sacked.
And his next job, he got sacked.
Yes, sir, Everton. Well, I'm saying I'm not a paid Lampard promoter. I'm not his football agent or anything, but I don't think it's a bad idea. I think Todd Bowley is thinking outside the box. I think at the end of the day, he didn't have any choice because there is no manager worth his salt in world football now that will take the Chelsea job without certain assurances and without a full pre-season with that club. None.
So what you're saying in essence is that Lampard is not worth his salt.
Yes.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is the kind of manager that Chelsea wants going forward from Graham Potter, Luis Enrique, Nagelsmann, Mauricio Pochettino, none of them will take that job right now. But Lampard can come in as a person that is a top scorer. God knows, he spent well over a decade with Chelsea, knows that club in and out, knows the youth players like of Mason Mount, and he's a club legend. Maybe shake them up and even if they're raising the club moral. I don't think
they have brought in somebody from their junior league.
Look, there's no need to have brought in anybody from anywhere. You already have a Bruno who, in his very first game in charge at Chelsea, showed that he has a measure of understanding of the game. I did say that, look, I haven't seen Chelsea play as good as they did in a long time when they played against Liverpool. Let Bruno finish the season, and then you carefully select your manager for the coming season. Putting Lampard in here is like I said, I think it's disrespectful to him. I think he's desperate, Frank Lampard,
to prove
to prove some kind of point, and you can't do that in 10 match days. In my opinion, you can't do that in 10 match days. It's a difficult situation. Like Femi said, I mean, Chelsea is not going to get relegated by virtue of the kind of quality that's existent in the club. So what's the point of bringing Lampard in if you're not going to give him any kind of assurance that, look, maybe in the summer you could be the manager? But that's not in line. So what exactly is it that both parties are looking for? I don't get it.
Does he favor more, Lampard or Chelsea?
He favors Lampard because he gets a salary.
That's what
he gets a salary.
So Lampard is broke, Abi?
He gets a salary.
He's broke.
Look,
No. I don't agree anyway. I think he favors both. I think it's a stopgap. Let's Google it. Stopgap. Let's Google.
There's already a stopgap.
We're not talking interim government here.
There's already a stopgap.
We're not talking
Bruno
terrible.
Salto is the stopgap
It's not,
until the end of the season.
Bruno Salto, by his own admission, says he has never picked a league team before.
Everybody always, when people get the opportunity to they pick, it happens.
Well,
and he played well in his first game.
a manager, but do you accept the fact that Lampard knows that club inside out?
Anybody can know.
No, don't say about
Only
it.
knows United inside out, but
You never answer questions, even during this Ramadan. Simple question, you never. That's the one bad thing. You're trying to answer the question. Does Lampard not put you in any corner? You're putting yourself. What do you mean doesn't matter? It matters.
Why does it matter?
Are they bringing the stranger?
When he knew the club, did he win a trophy? When he was there last time?
That's not the issue.
It's the issue because you are judged by your what you did before.
He's been judged now by what he did as a player, being the top scorer. Why?
I don't even think the argument about a manager knowing the club inside out, holds any kind of water. Because yes, he knows where the tap is at Stamford Bridge. That doesn't mean he knows the club. We're talking about a manager who understands the players. Half of the players at Chelsea, he's never managed before. So we're talking about him coming into a dressing room where half of the faces he's never seen before, doesn't know the antecedents. But Bruno is an assistant manager who's been with the club, understands the players. Yes, it's a minus that he's never selected a first team before, but he did against a big side like Liverpool and didn't lose. And Chelsea played well. So the argument is in favor of Bruno as I speak, but because he's that thing, a club legend, they now put him in there because Chelsea needs somebody who's got some kind of aura, maybe, to stand in the dugout, when Chelsea's playing. But you've got to look at results. And Bruno, in that one game against a big side like Liverpool, has proven his mettle. And it's just 10 games. As we said, the team's not going to get relegated, that's for sure.
To win the Champions League.
The best they can get is a place playing Conference League football.
First, you don't know whether they win the Champions League or you don't know anything. Nobody knows if unless you this your Ramadan period and you are now telling me that you are God.
Chelsea will not win the Champions League.
Why can't they win it?
Chelsea do not even have what it takes to win the Champions League this
season.
How do you know?
They were in a similar position. They won it. What's the name of that guy? Di Matteo.
They were not in a similar position, no.
They are?
No, they were not.
They didn't finish top 4 that year.
No, they were not in a similar position.
But
they were not 11th.
But they were outside the Champions League places.
But they were not 11th.
They were in disarray that year. So, anyway, but the long and the short of it, we can quibble and argue. The powers that be the owner of the club and the Frank Lampard
is going to run
who know more than we do and who are in control. We can only rave and rail.
I don't think the owner knows what he's doing.
The owner doesn't know what he's doing.
Obviously, I don't think he knows what he's doing.
A billionaire doesn't know what he's doing.
I don't think he knows what he's doing.
So how did he get his money? Inherited it or just or Yahoo?
For Chelsea, I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Okay. Just say because you are surprised.
No, Potter's
you are surprised that one of your colleagues in the sponsor predicted what was going to happen.
Decision, we already confirmed that it was a bad idea when you sacked Tuchel, and it has proven it's a bad idea. It's the same person that wanted the play of Abi Super All-Star. For 1 week we talked about it, and nobody has mentioned it since then.
Anyway, I think finally, just like a stopwatch is right twice again. I support this Lampard's Chelsea fans. Chief et al. Chief Mr. Wolafe and go. What do you think about this Lampard idea? Let us know, send your messages and all that. And I think that's.
But a major Chelsea fan just said he doesn't agree with it. So I'm sure other Chelsea fans.
A Chelsea fan I was asked yesterday that which one they prefer: Chelsea winning the Champions League or United not finishing top 4. And he now said United shouldn't finish the top 4. To you, that
there's
is
a message here from Olukayode from the UK. Says, "Good morning, Mr. Femi, Charles, and Shegun, I'm really surprised by your outburst with Lukaku's incident. I'm surprised you're supporting people who racially abuse others. That's bad and unfair, especially for people like us who are abroad and face racial discrimination almost every day. You sit in a bus and nobody sits beside you because you're black. And as for Chelsea, the only reason they have got Lampard there is that the board wants Nagelsmann and he wouldn't be ready till the summer. And if he was to be appointed now, Chelsea would have to pay Bayern for him, so all to avoid a similar situation with Potter. As for the Bruno Salto issue, there's the sentiment he's still got some contact with Potter, and the players might not respect him.
Thank you,
Interesting
Luca.
thoughts,
That's a
you know,
very
but nobody
solid
sitting beside
message.
you in a bus just means you have an empty space. You can put your bag on it. You know, you deal with the situation.
You know, as
deal with
I
the
said
situation.
earlier, it's easy for people that don't live abroad, you understand, to belittle racism. It's so easy. You know, you live in a country, maybe you're complaining about tribalism, and I know for certain people that talk on and on about tribalism, I know that tribalism has not limited them in any way, shape, or form. But I think it's wrong for people that deal with this thing. I've lived abroad as a child, traveled severally, and I've come across it. But because I don't live there, it doesn't bother me. Because I look at you and say, F off. You understand? But if you live there every day, I mean, look at the Lukaku incident. Even the ref, as far as I'm concerned, the ref that sent him off is racist.
No, look,
It's
no,
racist.
No,
Why
look,
don't you put your finger to the lips?
No,
I find that thing very offensive.
because I had to go and watch the video again just to
Yes.
understand what Lukaku did.
What did he do?
What we're saying, you said he put his,
No, what
you
did
said
he
he
do?
put his hand. No, so his action was not standing, putting his hand to his lips to say shh. The fact that he went to the ultras.
Yes.
And
Who
the
are
ultras,
racist?
the ultras are the craziest. For people who follow football, the ultras are the craziest
Of any
sort
football club,
support.
yes.
You could have celebrated it somewhere else and do that and move on. I'm saying, why face them? Why did Lukaku report to the referee? Did he put on a report?
Could it have been impulsive?
It was important, of course. He
Did
just
he
scored.
no, look, it's if chaos had broken out, what will happen?
What if did he break out?
That's my point. You're saying if you are also saying if he did not.
No,
what if
I
it
don't
happened?
buy this. I'm sorry.
I'm
Let's
saying here
agree
that
to
it's
that.
a football
Let's-
because
no, I
we
totally
narrated
disagree
a
with you.
similar situation that happened in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Adebayo scores in one end, runs all the way to the other end, celebrates in front of the fans, and was fined by the FA. Why? Why didn't they say it's his way of celebrating?
Well, whatever. In this case, I support what Lukaku did 110%, and I love look at this message from the UK. I love that. Yeah, keep on listening to us, my bro. Keep on listening to us and hang in there.
Carry numbers.
0809 191 3913 01515 0913, and you could also call on WhatsApp 0809 234 5913, and that WhatsApp number is still available for WhatsApp messages. We're available on Twitter as well at Lagos Talks 913, on Facebook at Lagos Talks 91.3.